Oh yeah, no one like. Oh yeah, one like. Oh yeah, no one like. Oh yeah, no one, no one. Hello, hello, how you doing, my angel?
Hello, welcome to Unveiling Africa, an African TV talk show based here in New York. We love to bring you the very best of Africa, and that is one of the reasons why I created a show, Unveiling Africa. Today, we will have a brief discussion with some of our commissioners from River State who attended the town hall meeting on behalf of their leader in the person of Governor Rotimi Chibuike Amachi. The town hall meeting had a theme this year called Rivers of Possibilities. They brought the messages of hope and success. They explained their accomplishments, and they also prepared us for the future. Under the leadership of our governor, Honorable Rotimi Chibuike Amachi, whose leadership has emboldened and helped the development of River State in Nigeria, we will hear what the commissioners who were represented today have to say of their development and successes so far. Unveiling Africa was graced with the presence of the following commissioners, as well as a member of the House of Representatives. Some of those commissioners were the Commissioner for Agriculture, Transportation, I believe water supply, and education. We also had in our presence the Director of the Greater Port Harcourt Development Authority. Please sit back and relax and enjoy this brief discussion with these illustrious sons and daughters of River State. Welcome again to the Unveiling Africa town hall meeting with River State here in New Jersey. What we want to do here today is talk to our commissioners and the governor, if he's around later on, about what's going on really in River State. We have in our presence here the Commissioner for Agriculture. As you all know, agriculture is a big thing in our society today. If you can feed your people, you can make great people. So we're going to set up the stage here for our commissioner. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel Chinda.
Emmanuel Chinda. What a nice, easy name. Thank you. Welcome to Unveiling Africa.
Thank you.
Tell me, what light or what direction has this governor and your office taken in bringing agriculture to the next century in River State?
Well, when the governor came on board in 2007, he decided and knew, as a matter of fact, that agriculture was cardinal to his success, and then he had to tackle that. And then where to start was to start with the first things first. And for him, it was about setting the strategy in terms of policy. And he had to come up with a policy enunciation on where he wanted to take agriculture to. And that brings us to, for me, the most important thing that we have done in agriculture. And that was about setting out a policy agenda, first of all. And our agenda, in summary, says that we will run a policy in agriculture that tends to encourage private sector participation.
Okay.
Why not discouraging government involvement, but trying to bring a synergy in such a way that the private sector takes the driver's seat. And what it means is that we began to see agriculture as business, and then as a tool, not just for business, but for using business to direct and drive certain motives. One, food security. Mm-hmm. Two, physical security. Mm-hmm. I will explain.
Okay,
physical security.
Yes.
And then three, employment generation. And when we talk about food security in agriculture, it's very easy to understand what we mean. But when I talk about physical security in agriculture, you begin to wonder, where are we going?
Yeah.
And physical security in this sense is just about realizing that if you give people employment, then they get involved, socially. In the society,
right?
They get engaged, mm-hmm. And then they don't have time to plan things that could be
distractions.
Good to the society, to the society, and therefore removing them the tendencies of becoming security problems to the society.
Right.
Because we have got a situation in Africa where a lot of young people are available for recruitment because into one thing or the other that is untoward, just because they do not have what to do, just because they do not have things that can engage them.
Yes.
So if you do a social evaluation of our society and why we have the kind of social upheaval that we have in Africa, you begin to see that that's serious, because a lot of young men are available to be recruited into some of these things because they do not have what to do. So we decided that we use agriculture to create large numbers of employment opportunities. Call it white collar, call it blue collar, and then those that are not skilled, unskilled labor. And we have tried to do that to the best of our ability using agriculture to take that drive. So that is what I mean by physical security. So you can connect it. There's a nexus between it and employment generation. So we can say in compendium that we have tried to use agriculture to drive food security and drive social security that is closely connected or related to the employment generation drive that we are doing with it.
Wonderful. You couldn't have put it any better, and such vision. I'm so impressed. So now that you've engaged the people, now you feed the people, how can a layman, like from the villages, come to you and say, what are you going to do for me, sir, agriculture-wise?
Yeah, from our policy, from our agri policy, we are able now to go into our agri programs and projects.
Okay.
So when we talk about our projects, it means that these projects and programs are borrowing from the policy that we have already put in place.
Right.
All right. So, and in this case, I'm going to look at it again on two divides. You have the area we call plantation agriculture, which has been an involvement of commercial
large scale.
Farmers in the large scale.
Yeah.
And then you also have smallholder farmers. These are farmers who farm on small scale, but we are able to move them from that level of subsistence to some level of entrepreneurship, so that they can do some earnings, no matter the fact that they are smallholder farmers. So you see, we have two legs, that has come out of our policy now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
One leg coming out of those who are coming to do investment, and then who are managing, our plantations, and all that, and they are big businesses. Another leg coming by virtue of our smallholder farmers, and who are also ready to and able to benefit from the policy that we have set in place. So a totality of this, brings brings to fruition exactly what the governor has intended for agriculture when he came on board. But again, I like to say that there's a relationship even between the smallholder and large-scale farmers. I take an example of Raisin Palm. Raisin Palm is 16,000 oil palm estate. Of course, it gone moribund, became a forest, and River State government has revitalized it.
Yes.
And then we did that with Seat of Belgium coming as the private sector investor. And then when they came, they took over the place. They have revitalized it. They have new mills, and then the 16,000 hectare is up and running. And now we are looking for a relationship between that farm and smallholder farmers.
Yes.
How do we get a relationship between them? That is by bringing in the smallholder farmers to come and participate in terms of getting the big farmers buy off everything they produce.
Okay.
I like to explain that in such a way that we will understand.
Okay.
We get the smallholder farmers to come and then participate in what they are doing with the big farmers, and then I act as like off-takers.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Then I act like off-takers, meaning that a smallholder farmer can come to the big farmer, then you get seedlings, you get expertise, okay, and then you get other farming materials, and you go and then you farm. And when you farm, the big farmer comes to buy out all the things you have as an off-taker. Apart from the fact that he has his big farm.
Yes.
So he still gets your own. So it becomes a win-win
situation
for everyone.
Fantastic. My goodness, I'm so impressed. I really am. And I hope that this will continue on in the River State, because, you know, sometimes how we lose our focus and our ideologies because new governments come in, new people come in who don't belong or abide with the same philosophy. But we hope that this will be a platform, a template for future generations.
Yeah, of course. Because
and how do you think you can leave that so?
Yeah, because the platform that we have for agriculture appears to be a universal one.
Okay.
That is the one that works.
Okay.
What I have said here, in summary, is that we're looking at agriculture as business.
Okay.
If you look at it
From a business perspective.
from a business perspective, it's going to work.
Okay.
If you do not do that, no matter the party you belong to, no matter the philosophy that you have in politics, it's not going to work.
You hit the nail on the head.
So we think that we have laid a very strong foundation for that, and then we're making progress.
Wow.